Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this intuitive lower body workout. Of course, we need to start with a warm-up consisting of stretches and muscle activation. Grab your mat, a towel, water, and let's get started. We're going to begin with cat-cow. Start on all fours with your fingers spread wide. Breathe in as you lift your chest, breathe out as you round your spine. Move with your breath and continue this flow several times to warm up your spine. Next, we'll open up our hips with some hip rotations. With your hands planted firmly, lift your left leg with your knee bent and make circles in an anti-clockwise motion 4 times. Then switch directions and repeat. Now let's activate our core with a few reps of bird dog. With your core tight, extend your right arm and left leg simultaneously as you breathe in. Breathe out and bend your knee and elbow, pulling towards your midsection. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, flex. Repeat for 4 reps total and repeat on the other side. Now, ground down through your palms and keep your core tight. Hold for 1 breath, and then push back into downward dog. Pedal out your legs, warming up your lower body. When you're ready, lift your left leg, bend your knee and open up your hips. Straighten your left leg and step it through to the top of the mat. Keep your knee bent as you breathe in. Lift your arms to the sky for a high lunge. Breathe in and lean back, opening up your chest. Breathe out as you lower your back knee, plant your right palm and lift your left arm to the sky and breathe in. Then switch sides, plant your left palm and reach your right arm high. Breathe in and release. For a hamstring warm-up, keep your knee bent and push your hips forward as you breathe in. Straighten your left leg and fold over as you breathe out. Flow with your breath and you should feel a deep stretch in your hamstring. Repeat this 7 or 8 times. Now let's change sides. Plant your palms, engage your core and hold for 1 breath. As you breathe out, push back into downward dog. Push your chest towards your legs and drive your heels to the floor to open up your hamstrings. And when you're ready, lift your right leg to the sky. Bend your knee, open up your hips. Straighten your leg again and step it through to a high lunge. Breathe in and sweep your arms to the sky, push your hips forward and lift your chest. Breathe in as you lean back. Breathe out and lower your back knee, plant your left palm as you reach your right arm to the sky. Then plant your right palm as you reach your left arm to the sky. Breathe out and let's begin the hamstring stretches. Push your hips forward. You can keep your hands on your front knee or on the mat for support. Make sure you are folding from your hips when stretching your hamstrings to protect your lower back. Repeat for 7 to 8 reps. Now plant your palms, step back into a plank, hold. Drop your hips and push your chest forward for upward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out, push back into downward dog. It's time to activate our glutes, so you will need a band, but if you don't have one, body weight should do just fine. place the band above your knees and come down to all fours. With your core tight, lift your left leg and keep it straight. Begin kicking back and hold at the top slightly while your glutes are engaged. You can kick your leg out a little bit to the left to activate your gluteus medius. Repeat 12 times. Same thing on the other side, straighten your right leg and kick back with your glutes engaged the whole time. We're not trying to burn out, we're just trying to activate our glutes before the workout. Now, bend your left knee and move it away from your body. This is called an abduction. Lean into your right side for more balance and keep tension in your left glute the whole time. Do this for 15 reps and repeat on the other side. Repeat this whole superset one more time, so 2 sets in total. Now that we're all warmed up, it's time to start the workout. Let's begin on the abductor machine. This will be a superset, so choose a weight that's comfortable, not too heavy so you can continue the next exercise. Lean slightly forward, engage your core and keep your chin tucked. You can place your hands on your hips, on the handles, or on the back of your head, anywhere that's comfortable. Push your knees against the pads and pause at the full extension. If you feel that your quads are more engaged, the weight may be too heavy. Repeat for 20 reps. Moving straight into the next exercise, grab your band and place it above your knees. Squat down slightly with your hips pushed back, core engaged and chin tucked. Begin stepping to the side with your glutes engaged, tapping your foot before stepping to the other side. Step as wide as comfortable, but your glutes should be engaged the whole time. Repeat this for 20 reps. Once that is done, move right into squat pulses. Push your hips back further with your core engaged and begin pulsing into a squat. Don't squat down too low and repeat until you simply can't no more. Our first compound movement is a hip thrust. You can perform this exercise on a Smith machine like me, or using a bench and a dumbbell or Olympic bar. I like using the Smith machine because it's easy to set up, especially on days like today. Choose your desired weight and get into position. You can use a band like me for extra resistance and to ensure your knees don't cave in. Make sure the bench is positioned under your upper back only, not your neck or lower back. Grab a mat or a foam pad if you have one and place it directly over your hips. The bar should be comfortably aligned with your hip crease. Check that your feet are hip distance apart and pointed outward slightly. Engage your core and keep your chin tucked to protect your spine. And when you're ready, lift the weight using your glute muscles. As you breathe in, lower the weight and extend your glutes. Breathe out as you lift the weight and flex your glutes. Repeat this for 15 reps and 4 sets. At the end of each set, I added some pulses for that extra burn. Our next exercise sequence will be another superset. Grab some dumbbells or a barbell, whichever you prefer, and let's begin RDLs. With your feet slightly wider than hip distance, engage your core and bring your shoulders back to lift your chest. Push your hips back as you lower the weight, bending your knees slightly once the weight passes them. Your glutes should be engaged for the whole movement and repeat for 12 reps. Drop the weight, remove the band, and we'll begin some body weight reverse lunges. If you prefer to hold some dumbbells, go ahead. Lean slightly forward as you step back into a lunge, keeping your hands clasped together at your chest for balance. Your core should be tight and you should feel your glutes engaged. Repeat on the other side, alternating the lunges. Repeat for 20 reps and repeat the whole superset for 4 sets. Our last exercise is an isolated movement, cable kickbacks. If you have your own ankle weights like me, perfect. You can find them on Amazon or any fitness store. They are essential in my opinion. Strap the left side on and choose a comfortable weight, nothing too heavy. Lean slightly forward and grab onto the pole. With your legs straight, kick backwards and slightly to the side rather than straight back. This will target your gluteus medius a lot more. Hold slightly when you get to the top and keep your glutes engaged the whole time. Repeat for 10 or 12 reps and then swap sides. Keep your core engaged, lean forward and kick your right leg back, holding at the top. Repeat this exercise for 4 sets and we're done. It's so important to cool down and stretch after a weightlifting session, so let's begin in child's pose. With your knees wide, hips towards your heels, begin stretching your arms forward with your forehead on the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths here. When you're ready, lift up onto all fours and begin making circle movements with your whole body. Have fun with it and use your breath to loosen your muscles. When you're ready, push back to downward dog and bring your right knee towards your right wrist, ankle towards your left for pigeon pose. Sink into your hips, lift your chest as you breathe in, and breathe out to fold over your leg. Hold for a few deep breaths. When you're ready to come out, push back into downward dog and switch sides. Left knee rests on the mat near your left wrist, ankle towards the right. Breathe in as you lift your chest, breathe out, fold over your leg. Hold for a few deep breaths. When you're ready, move to the side of your mat with your right leg stretched out, left knee is bent and your left foot should rest towards your right inner thigh. Breathe in as you reach your left arm high, breathe out and fold towards your right leg with your torso still facing the front. Grab onto your foot, or if you can't reach, that's okay too, just grab onto the air. Hold for several deep breaths. This is a great stretch for your lower back. My camera died at that exact moment, so make sure you repeat on the other side. This is optional, but I love using a roller to soften muscles. You can use it on your legs, glutes, or any major muscle. I'm using it on my back because that's where I tend to hold the most tension. Keep your feet planted with your knees bent and open up your chest as you roll over the foam roller. Hold for a few deep breaths. When you're done, bring your knees into your chest and hold for a breath. Lay your arms out by your sides and let your knees fall to the left as your chin turns to the right. Hold for a couple of deep breaths in this supine spinal twist. Now repeat on the other side. Knees fall to the right as your head turns to the left. Hold for several deep breaths. When you're ready, stretch your legs out long with your feet falling open, your arms resting by your sides, palms facing up. Let your whole body sink into the mat and take several deep breaths in Shavasana. When you're done, reach your arms above your head for a full body stretch. Roll over onto one side and push yourself up to seated. And that concludes today's intuitive gym workout. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Don't forget to save this video and give it a like. subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below what you want to see next. Bye guys!